And caucus chaos, still no results from Iowa after massive problems with the app used to record and relay the votes. Helplines jammed, officials saying they're working to make it right. Voters left angry and confused, but NBC's Peter Alexander reports the candidates were giving victory-like speeches anyway.
This morning, the candidates are already off to New Hampshire with the Iowa caucuses in chaos.
At some point, the results will be announced.
With an unprecedented breakdown in reporting the returns. After waiting all night and early into the morning, still no winner has been declared.
The Iowa Democratic Party is working to get this result, get them straight. And I want to make sure they're very careful in their deliberations.
Overnight, the Iowa Democratic Party saying it found inconsistencies in the reporting of 3 sets of results from the caucuses, saying the delay was the result of a reporting issue and not due to a hack or an intrusion involving the party's new results app. In other words, the app was not hacked. Caucus officials saying it was confusing and difficult to download. The lack of results giving each candidate a chance to spin it in their favor.
We don't know all the results, but we know by the time it's all said and done, Iowa, you have shocked the nation.
I have a good feeling we're going to be doing very, very well here in Iowa.
It is too close to call, so I'm just going to tell you what I do know.
You won!
We know there's delays, but we know one thing. We are punching above our weight.
The Iowa Democratic Party first announcing the delay hours after the caucuses began, saying the integrity of the results is paramount and pointing to the need for quality checks. President Trump easily won the Republican caucuses in Iowa, his re-election campaign manager taking aim at the Democrats, tweeting without evidence, "Quality control equals rigged?" The delay raising new questions about the future of the Iowa caucuses, a voting process that already confuses many across the country. Unlike primaries where voters cast a secret ballot for their candidate, caucus goers publicly declare their preferred pick. But if a candidate gets less than 15% of the people present, they are considered unviable. Then those caucus goers get to pick one of the candidates who is viable and move to that group before a new count is taken, a process that could go on for some time. David Plouffe, who managed Barack Obama's 2008 campaign, says 2020 could be the end of the line for Iowa.
We may be witnessing the last Iowa caucuses. I mean, this was already under threat, and I think this is just going to add to that.
And here are some dates to look forward to in your area, both in New York and Pennsylvania for the 2020 Democratic, Republican, and Libertarian primaries. The early voting period for the April 28th presidential primary will be April 18th, 2020. Throughout April 26, 2020, and the early voting period for state and federal June 23rd primary will be June 13th, 2020 through June 21st, 2020. And lastly, the early voting period for the November general election will be October 24th, 2020 through November 1st.